Where you at?
which ye have of the Most High, and ye are not your own.
We are not our own. Go ahead.
For ye are bought with a price. Therefore glorify the Most High in your body and in your spirit, which are the Most High's.
Right. So we the Most High. So we not our own, okay? We know that Christ came and sacrificed himself for us. So now we supposed to live for Christ. Okay? So that grace period ain't nothing but for to get yourself together so that you can live perfectly by the laws and the statutes and the order that he wanted us to live. That's all the grace is for. But if you haven't got, you know what I'm saying, yourself together, which is, in other words, if you ain't got that money together, by the time your number is called, you already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We gonna here's an example of grace we're gonna go through. Go to Matthew 18 and 21. Because grace is being taken out of context. They telling you we live by grace. Go to, okay, read where you at.
Matthew, the 18th chapter, and the 21st verse. Then came Peter to him and said, Master, how oft shall my brother sin against me?
So, how ought my brother transgress the law against him? Keep going.
And I forgive him till 7 times?
Right, so he asking the question, do he forgive his brother 7 times? Keep going.
Yeshua saith unto him, I say not unto thee, until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
Okay, he said keep forgiving him because that's what the Most High and Christ did. They kept forgiving us. That's our grace. You know what I'm saying? Because evidently he forgave us and he came and gave the blood for us, okay? Because if not, we would be dead by now. Okay, keep going.
Therefore is the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king, which would take account of his servants.
So it says, therefore the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king, okay? Which is Christ. It says, which would take account of his servant. So account meaning he jotting down what's going on. He taking account. Account means record of events. So he recording the events, what's going on. Okay, keep going.
And when he had begun to reckon, one was brought unto him, which owed him 10,000 talents.
So somebody owed him some money, you know what I'm saying? Keep going.
But for as much as he had not to pay, his Lord commanded him to be sold, and his wife and children, and all that he had, and payment to be made.
Okay, so we see that it's a king. Okay, this man owes him money. He's in debt to him. Okay, and the penalty of this debt, will your family gonna get sold. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen.
Verse 26. The servant.
Hold on, read and his wife. Start from there.
And his wife and children and all that he had, and payment to be made.
So that was gonna be his payment. Just like back in the Old Testament, your payment for sin was your life. Okay. Now this man is in this circumstance. Okay, his payment for owing this king would be his family getting sold. Keep going.
The servant therefore fell down and worshipped him, saying, Master, have patience with me, and I will pay thee all.
So therefore, this man is asking the king to have patience with him. So we asking Christ to have patience with us. You know what I'm saying? That we would pay him everything that we owe him, which is our life, and sacrificing our bodies for him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's saying in Romans 12. Keep going.
Then the Lord of that servant was moved with compassion, and loosed him, and forgave him the debt. But the same servant went out and found one of his fellow servants.
Hold on, read 27 again.
Then the Lord of that servant was moved with compassion.
So that's like Christ. We asking him to forgive us. He moved with compassion because he died for us, okay? And it says, and he loosed him, meaning let him go, and forgave him, okay, the debt that he owed him. But he still, if you go back to 26, he said, have patience with me, and I will pay thee all. So therefore, that lets you know he still need to pay him. And that's with the grace. You know what I'm saying? You got a period of time, a grace period to pay what you owe, to get yourself right. Okay? Read where you at.
Verse 28.
Okay.
But the same servant went out and found one of his fellow servants, which owed him 100 pence. And he laid hands on him.
So this man who just got mercy went and laid hands on somebody for owing him money. How you going to do that when somebody just forgave you? Keep going.
And took him by the throat, saying, Pay me that thou owest.
See, this would have happened in the Old Testament, though, if Christ didn't come. You know what I'm saying? You would have had that rope around your neck instead of that man's hands. Because he said, whoever is accursed, you will get hung. Like we read in Deuteronomy 21. Okay? So that's what would have happened if Christ didn't come. Okay, keep going.
And his fellow servant fell down at his feet and besought him, saying, Have patience with me, and I will pay thee all.
So this man, like, have patience. I'm going to pay you everything. Go ahead.
And he would not, but went and cast him into prison till he should pay the debt.
Right, so therefore, this man didn't even have no mercy on him. That's what I'm saying. The first part lets you know that you still owe something, and you need to pay it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we was bought with a price. We all still owe. We just have grace, which was given in the first part of this, from 23 to 27. You know what I'm saying? It showed grace, but it still showed that that man still needed to pay. He just had a period of time where he was gonna have a chance to pay. And in the second one, it showed you that, like, what would have happened before Christ came, when we didn't have grace, you would have owed and you would have got your life took. As simple as that. Is that clear? Mm-hmm. Read where you at.
Verse 31. So when his fellow servants saw what was done, they were very sorry, and came and told unto their Lord all that was done. Then his Lord, after that he had called him, said unto him, O thou wicked servant, I forgave thee all that debt, because thou desirest me. Shouldest not thou also have had compassion on thy fellow servant, even as I had pity on thee? And his Lord was wroth, and delivered him to the tormentors, till he should pay all that was due unto him. So likewise shall my heavenly Father do also unto you, if ye from your hearts forgive not every one his brother their trespasses.
Right, so basically, he gonna forgive you if you forgive your brethren, you know what I'm saying? And he don't have that grace on us. Because we, like I said, we got that grace period to get correct with the Most High, which is the time you living and breathing right now. Your grace period gonna run out one day. Okay, and we gonna see. Go to second Peter 2 and 9. Because people think just because nothing happened to you right when you sin that you all good. You are all good, but you only all good to get it together. You're not all good to keep doing it. And that's what people say. They say, well, we live by grace. If you living by grace, that means you still committing sin. Because you like, I live by grace, I'm still here. I'm going to keep committing sin. You know what I'm saying? That's your grace. You got grace is the time you got till you die to get right. And what you doing with your grace? Is you sinning with your grace, or are you trying to get right with your grace? Read where you at.
2 Peter.
Everybody there?
2 Peter, the second chapter.
What about the cameras? Hey, you gotta be on newbie.
The master knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation.
So the master know how to deliver the godly out of temptation. Keep going.
And to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished.
Read that one more time.
And to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished.
Read it from the top.
The master knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation.
Right, so he gonna deliver us who actually trying to do right. You know what I'm saying? Out of temptations. You know what I'm saying? But keep going.
And to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished.
Right, so the people who abusing their grace, guess what he doing?